palate surgeon fish. There's no Nemo without Dory. She may be forgetful and clumsy in the film, but in reality, this fish is a tough cookie. The palate surgeon fish has a venomous sting at the base of its tail fin to defend itself from predators. It can also play dead by lying flat on its side. Algae is one of its favorite food. That's why the surgeon fish is important for the coral reef's health. Without them, corals would be covered by algae. Did you know that this fish also has many names? The Pacific regal tang, doctorfish, hippo tang, you name it. Clown anemone fish. Hey, look, it's Nemo. Thanks to the successful film, the clownfish instantly becomes famous. Known for its signature orange and white stripes, the anemone fish family members actually come in various colors, even black and white. Its name comes from its unique relationship with another marine creature, the sea anemone. This flower-like animal has tentacles that sting to capture its prey. But surprisingly, the clownfish is immune to the sting thanks to a layer of mucus covering its skin. Thus, the two creatures are BFFs. The clownfish, living among the anemone's tentacles, is safe from predators. In return, the clownfish eats away the parasites bugging the anemone. Peppermint sea star. The peppermint sea star, or starfish, lives in the shallow reef area of the ocean. This starfish species has a bright red disc at the center of its body. It normally has 5 arms with red arm tips, whilst the rest of its body is covered in white circular plates. This sea star feeds on sponges, small sea animals, algae, and scraps of food drifting in the water. Starfish may move slowly, but it has a cool superpower. Losing an arm in an attack is no big deal for a starfish, since the lost arm can grow back over time. Common bottlenose dolphin. Have you seen a dolphin up close before? Most of you probably have. This cute creature lives in most oceans of the world, even in coastal and harbor areas. This makes them really popular. Scientists know a lot about them. Dolphins are very smart. They often travel in groups and work together to catch their prey. They are also very social and love playing with one another. Even though they live in the sea, they breathe air like us, so they have to swim to the surface to breathe. Their nose is a blowhole on top of their head. Giant manta ray. Living true to its name, the giant manta ray is the largest ray in the world. Its giant fins can grow to be as long as 2 giraffes stacked on top of each other. You can learn to be a diver if you want to meet them up close. Although the giant manta can dive to very deep waters, it often visits shallow seas to look for food. It will open wide its mouth while swimming, filtering yummy planktons from the water. Humpback anglerfish. Where did you see this fish before? Yes, if you have watched Finding Nemo, you may already know about the anglerfish. If that scene startled or scared you, don't worry, you are not alone. In fact, due to its scary look, this fish is nicknamed the Black Sea Devil. It lives in the dark, deep part of the ocean. Just like fishing, it waits patiently for a prey to be attracted to its glowing fishing lure. Then suddenly, snap! There is no escape from those long, pointy teeth. Big belly seahorse. This seahorse is named after its big belly. The big belly seahorse usually lives in shallow seas, among algae, rocks, and sponges. Using its long tail, it will cling to seaweeds and keep an eye on drifting prey. Seahorse has excellent eyesight. Its left and right eye can move to different directions. This means a seahorse can see what is in front and behind at the same time. When a tiny, yummy shrimp passes by, the seahorse will suck it up like a vacuum cleaner. Ocean sunfish. Boy, that is one weird-looking fish. Was that your reaction when seeing it? This is the ocean sunfish, the largest and heaviest bony fish in the world. It looks like a floating fish head because its tail fin never grows. Instead, it keeps folding to form a short tail called clavus. It may look clumsy when swimming, but this fish can swim surprisingly fast. It will flap its two long fins like wings whilst using its clavus for direction. For a sunfish, a floating plastic bag looks like a yummy jellyfish. That's why, let's keep our oceans clean and plastic-free. Dumbo octopus. Have you watched Dumbo? This octopus is named after the flying elephant. It has two large fins on its head that look like ears. It swims by slowly flapping these fins. The Dumbo octopus lives in very deep waters near the ocean floor. There are not a lot of predators down there, so the Dumbo octopus does not ink like other octopuses do to escape from danger. As cute as it is, the Dumbo octopus is still a big mystery for scientists. Moon jellyfish. What has no brain, no heart, and no blood, but has existed for 650 million years? The answer is jellyfish. One of them looks like the moon, and so it is named the moon jellyfish. It has a translucent body, so if you aim a blue light torch at it, it will glow blue too. Its upper body is shaped like a bell, with tiny tentacles around its edge. This bell-like body part expands and shrinks as it swims. The tentacles sting tiny planktons. Then, its four long arms pass its food to its mouth at the center of the body, which is, by the way, also its butt. Ew. Mantis shrimp. Wow, what a pretty shrimp. The mantis shrimp has a very colorful shell. Its colors can be a mix of red, green, blue, and orange. It lives in its burrow at the base of the coral reefs, or in the sandy, gravelly areas. The shrimp has excellent eyesight. Its eyes can see in two different directions at once and give almost 360-degree vision. Don't be fooled by its pretty appearance though. The feisty shrimp packs a deadly punch. Using its club-like front claws, the mantis shrimp will punch its prey and any unwanted guest. Its punch is so strong, it can break the hard shells of crabs, snails, clams, and even glass. Mariana snailfish. Imagine balancing 1,600 elephants on your head, whilst you will be squashed into a flat pancake. This fish will not. The Mariana snailfish lives in the known deepest place on Earth, the Mariana Trench, where water pressure is so immense. Try picturing an upside-down Mount Everest dipping into the sea. Its peak would be where this fish lives. Deep sea creatures can look scary, but not this fish. The Mariana snailfish looks like a pale pinkish slimy oversized tadpole. Even so, this fish is the top predator in its neighborhood, munching on deep sea shrimps as its daily snacks. Blue dragon. It has a cool name. It looks like a legendary Pokemon, and it is poisonous. Meet the blue dragon, a species of nudibranch or sea slug. Whilst most nudibranchs crawl near the seafloor, the blue dragon chooses to float on the surface instead, using an air bubble inside its stomach. It often floats upside down, showing different colors of its body to conceal it from predators above and under the water. It also gets its venom from its favorite food, the Portuguese manioa. It can store its prey's stinging cells and use it later when a predator comes close. Coelacanth. The coelacanth used to be known only from fossils. It was thought to be extinct for millions of years before a live coelacanth was found in South Africa in the 1930s. Scientists were very excited since coelacanth is a living fossil. Its fins are fleshy with muscles and skin, and these fins are attached to short limbs rather than directly to its body like other fishes. This rare fish hides in underwater caves during the day and comes out to hunt at night. There are not a lot of coelacanths in the first place. Sadly, deep-sea fisheries threaten its existence even more. Spot-fin porcupine fish. Porcupine fishes have strong jaws and beak-like teeth. These teeth are perfect to crush the hard shells of their favorite foods, from sea urchins to crabs. The spot-fin porcupine fish can be found in shallow waters among rocky or coral reefs. It likes to hide in caves and crevices during daytime and comes out at night to hunt. When a predator comes close, it inflates its body and erects its spines by swallowing water. This defense skill almost works 100% of the time, as any predator would think twice to eat a prickly and poisonous meal. Dugong. Meet the sea cow. The dugong gets its nickname from its eating habit of grazing on seagrass beds day and night. Using its flexible upper lip, the dugong uproots seagrass and chows it down. The dugong is closely related to another sea cow, the manatee. The differences between them are the shape of their tails. Whilst dugongs will almost stay in the ocean, manatees can sometimes be found in fresh waters. The dugong is the only herbivorous marine mammal. They need seagrass to survive. Sadly, habitat loss, pollution, and hunting practices cause them to be not as many as they used to. Magnificent sea anemone. Anemones may look like flowers, but they are actually animals. They have a column-like body and tentacles. The magnificent sea anemone lives in tropical warm waters. It may have neither eyes nor ears, but it can sense its surroundings using nerve cells in its body wall. When sensing a predator nearby, it can curl up to protect itself and release chemical substances into the water to warn other anemones nearby. It can move slowly, like a slug using its foot at the base of its body. The anemone feeds by using its tentacles to sting prey and bring the food into its mouth, which is also its butt. Ew. Angel shark. The shark family members come in many shapes and sizes. One of them looks more like a ray than a shark. The angel shark has a flat body with wide fins. It is a demersal fish, meaning it lives on the ocean floor. The fish is sluggish by day, but active at night. As an ambush predator, it buries itself in the sand or mud and waits for an unsuspecting prey to come close. There used to be a lot more angel sharks in European waters, but it is now critically endangered due to the trawl fishing practices. Basking shark. When you see a huge basking shark swim towards you with its mouth wide open, you probably will swim away like crazy. After all, this shark is the second largest fish in the world after the whale shark, and it sure looks like a scary prehistoric fish. Surprisingly, however, the basking shark is actually harmless to humans. Its huge mouth and gill rakers are used to filter its favorite food, small fish, fish eggs, and zooplanktons out of the water. In an hour, it can filter seawater nearly the size of an Olympic swimming pool. Frilled shark. Aside from the angel shark, the frilled shark is another shark that does not look like a shark. With its long, slender body and its serpent-like swimming style, it looks more like an eel instead. Most sharks have 5 pairs of gill slits. This grey-brownish shark has 6 and is named after its frilly-looking gill slits. It can open its jaws very wide to swallow a large prey whole. Since it is a rare shark and it lives in the deep ocean, there are still a lot of things that scientists do not know yet about this primitive shark. Goblin shark. If there is a marine animal that looks like it comes out of a sci-fi film, it may be the goblin shark. The goblin shark is a deep-water shark that hunts in the dark. It is easy to identify this alien-like shark. It has a weirdly long flattened snout and long, scraggly teeth. Its snout contains an organ that helps it sense movement in the water. Once the goblin shark detects something, it will launch its jaws forward like a catapult to eat the prey. Great white shark. Films and media often give the great whites a bad reputation. They are often shown as mindless, bloodthirsty killers. In reality, they are quite misunderstood. Sharks are smart and naturally curious. Just like we use our hands to touch, sharks use their sensitive teeth and may test bite at something to know whether it is food or not. Luckily, they do not seem to find humans tasty. Phew. The great white shark is the largest predatory fish on Earth. They are important to keep the population of many species under control. By eating the sick and wounded animals, they keep the marine ecosystem healthy. Great hammerhead shark. A hammerhead shark looks like a normal shark with a hammer-shaped head. Currently, there are 9 known hammerhead species. The great hammerhead is the largest of them all. The great hammerhead can be found worldwide in coastal and open oceans. It is a solitary animal. In summer, it can travel a great distance north by itself. Under its huge head, you can find a lot of jelly-filled pores. These are the shark's electrical receptors that can detect movements. Using these organs, the hammerhead can hunt tasty stingrays hiding in the sand, just like a person wielding a metal detector. Helicoprion. Helicoprion's teeth fossil has successfully confused scientists for more than a century. These bizarre teeth are coiled in a spiral shape. Thus, it is named Helicoprion, meaning spiral saw. Using a CT scan, scientists now know that these teeth are kept in the back of its lower jaw to help push food down its throat. This weird fish swam the Earth's seas more than 200 million years ago. Scientists think that its favorite food is prehistoric squids. They also thought that the Helicoprion is the ancestor of today's shark, but apparently it is more closely related to the ratfish instead. Megamouth shark. The ocean is so broad and mysterious, it could keep the huge megamouth shark a secret until the 70s. Since then, Only a few megamouths have been spotted and studied. The megamouth is a rare shark. It is also thought to be a vertical migrator, meaning it dives deep during the day and only swims closer to the surface at night. Like the whale shark and the basking shark, the megamouth is a filter feeder. It ranks third in size among the three. Judging from its flabby skin, loose muscles, and frail skeletons, it seems to be the least active of them all. Talk about a much-needed exercise. Tiger shark. The tiger shark is named after the tiger-like pattern on its skin. Young tiger sharks have dark stripes on the sides of their bodies, but these stripes will gradually fade away as they grow older. The shark can travel thousands of kilometers during its seasonal migration. It also likes being alone, except during mating season or when there is a large food source around. When talking about food, this shark is not a picky eater. It can eat almost anything from fish, marine mammals, birds, turtles, snakes, clams, to carcasses, and even trash. Whale shark. Say hello to the biggest fish in the ocean. It may be massive in size, but the whale shark mainly eats tiny planktons. It often swims near the surface with its mouth wide open. It sucks seawater and spitting it back out through its gills, filtering planktons and small fishes in the process. Spotting this gentle giant is easy. It has a blue-gray to brown body with a white belly and a lot of white spots between pale stripes. Green turtle. The green turtle is named after its greenish skin and fat, not from its shell, which is usually brown or olive. The greenish color comes from its main food, seagrass and algae. Even so, the green turtle was a carnivore when they were little. Young green turtles eat jellyfish, sponges, and even crabs. Their mothers migrate a long way to the same sandy beaches where they were born, to lay eggs in the sand. Sadly, these turtles are now endangered due to being caught by humans, injured by passing boats, and get entangled in or eat our trash. Blue whale. Nope, the largest creature to have ever lived on Earth was not a dinosaur. It is the blue whale. This whale is so large that its heart can be as heavy as a car, while its tongue as an elephant. Surprisingly, it mainly eats krill, tiny shrimp-like creatures. As a filter feeder, the blue whale has fringe made of fingernail-like material, called baleen, attached to its upper jaw. It gulps a huge amount of water before pushing it out using its tongue. The baleen filters the water so that the krill is left behind to swallow. Yum. Narwhal. A rainbow-loving unicorn may live in a magical land somewhere, but the unicorn of the sea really swims the Arctic waters. The narwhal is famous for its swirly horn. This horn, however, is actually a tusk, just like an elephant's. It is a long upper tooth sticking out of its upper lip. This tusk has a lot of nerves and is sensitive to changes in the water. Some narwhals have also been spotted to use this tusk to tap and stun Arctic cods before eating them. Closely related to killer whale, it is narwhal. A rainbow-loving unicorn may live in killer whale. It is easy to spot an orca due to its unique black and white coloring. This marine mammal possibly has the largest territory of all species after humans. You can find it in all of the world's oceans. It is nicknamed the killer whale for being a top predator that eats a lot of things, from mammals, fish, seabirds, turtles, and many others. Although it is called a whale, the orca is actually the largest of the dolphin family. As a highly intelligent animal, the orca hunts in packs and lives in social groups called pods. That is why orcas living in pools and aquariums are often aggressive due to stress. Remora. Have you ever hitched a ride before? For the remora, bigger marine animals are its ride to travel the oceans. The remora has a unique sucking disc on its head. Using this disc, the remora can attach itself to larger animals, just like hitching a ride. It is often called a shark sucker, but the remora is not only attached itself to sharks, but also to whales, manta rays, dolphins, and even sea turtles. They apparently help each other out. The larger animal gives a ride, protection, and leftovers, whilst the remora eats away all the parasites on the host animal's skin and mouth. Atlantic bluefin tuna. There are many types of tuna, but the Atlantic bluefin tuna is the largest of them all. It has a torpedo-shaped body built for speed and strength. It is also one of the few species that can make its body warmer than the water around it. With these abilities, the bluefin tuna can travel extremely long distances across the Atlantic Ocean. Of all bony fish, the bluefin tuna has the best eyesight. It can easily spot and catch schools of speedy fish to eat. In turn, some sharks, whales, and bigger fish eat this tuna, but not more than us humans. So, to keep the bluefin tuna population healthy, let's eat our seafood responsibly. Turtle grass. Are seagrass and seaweed the same? No. Apparently seaweed is algae, while seagrass is just like the flowering plants and grass in your garden. Seagrass come in various shapes and sizes. Some have long leaves, some others have leaves shaped. Iceberg. Near the polar region, snowfalls can eventually form glaciers. Over time, chunks of these glaciers can break off, and the ice chunks floating into the ocean are what is called icebergs. They are usually larger than 5 meters across. Even though some icebergs could be as huge as a small country, some others can be way smaller. When an iceberg slowly melts, it releases fresh water and nutrients into the ocean. These nutrients are important for phytoplankton, fish and marine mammals to live. That's why it's important to keep the earth from getting warmer. If all the ice melts, many animals such as narwhals will lose their home and food. Turtle grass. Are seagrass and seaweed the same? No. Apparently seaweed is algae, while seagrass is just like the flowering plants and grass in your garden. Seagrass come in various shapes and sizes. Some have long leaves, some others have leaves shaped like paddles. They usually grow in shallow waters near the coast. Their leaves give shelter to tiny animals, eggs, and young fish. Sea turtles can spend hours munching on turtle grass beds every day. Since seagrass also produce a lot of oxygen, they are often called the lungs of the sea and are one of the most important ecosystems on Earth.
Thank you.